I know that, sir. But think of the disastrous effect this might have on the morale of the American teenager. No, I'm not suggesting the boy doesn't want to go into the Army. It's just that, no, I'm not trying to. Well, it seemed to me that 2 weeks from today, at the induction center, he'll be there. Rosie, thank God you've come. This is the end of Almelu Music Corporation, and Conrad Birdie is going into the Army.
And your faithful secretary is hereby submitting her resignation.
Huh?
I just dropped in to say goodbye, Albert, darling. Lots of luck.
Rosie, you can't. Not today of all days. My pills. Where are my pills? The little white ones I take when I'm overwrought.
Here.
Not so much. Break it in half?
You're 33 years old, Albert. You can take a whole aspirin.
I am not 33. I'm a long way from 33. I won't be 33 till tomorrow. Water.
Albert, it's no use. I've been with Almelu 8 years now, and as you well know, I've been a lot more than just a secretary to you.
Rose, those were moments of madness.
Well, between the moments of madness in the office, I've put in a good 90-hour work week. And for what? A $5 raise in 1954 and a bottle of arpege last Christmas?
Promise her anything. I'll be give her arpege, Rosie.
But not a 16th of an ounce. Besides, I want something more than that.
Rosie, if you're referring to anything of a more permanent nature between you and me, I'm not ready for it. Besides, there are religious differences.
Spanish is not a religion.
And if it's part of the company you're after, the answer is no to that too. Almelu is me, Mama, and Lou. And any change to that would kill that wonderful woman who bore me.
Nothing could kill your mother, Albert, except maybe a silver bullet.
And I won't drop poor old Lou either. He loved you, Rose.
I'd love Lou too. Sure, he was warm, he was loyal, he was lovable, but he died 6 years ago. And besides, he was a wire hair terrier. Anyhow, I don't want part of the company. This is something much more important.
Rosie, if you're going to discuss what I think you're going to discuss, I'm in no mood to discuss it.
There's nothing to discuss. Conrad's going to the Army, I've quit. There's nothing you can do but go back to college and sell the business and get your...
Rosie, I'm up to my ears in debt. Conrad's got a $50,000 guarantee, which I can't pay, and I've just taken a severe overdose of aspirin.
Albert, this may be your last chance. Albert, will you listen to me? I'm serious. His going in the Army is the best thing you could do. Now you're free to start to do what you wanted to. Albert, 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 I remember how you told me I should trust you for a year. It would just be for a year, but it's 8 years, Albert. 8 long years, Albert.
Rose, it takes time to build a business.
It was only a sideline, that's what you said. You just needed the money, that's what you said. You were going to college and get ahead. Instead of being a music business bum, you were going to NYU and become...
Don't say it, Rosie.
An English teacher.
Rose.
And furthermore, he wrote poetry.
Rose, please.
An English teacher, an English only you'd been an English teacher, we'd have a little apartment in Queens. You'd get a summer vacation, and we would know what life means. A man who's got his master's is really someone. How proud I'd be if you had become one. It could have been such a wonderful life. I could have been Mrs. Peterson, Mrs. Albert Peterson, Mrs. Phi Beta Kappa Peterson, the English teacher's wife. It was goodbye, Geoffrey Chaucer. Hello, William Morris. Goodbye, NYU. Hello, Al Maylu. 'Cause when you wrote Conrad's first hit, Ugga Bugga Boo, then I knew that was it. You were through with English forever. An English teacher is really someone. How proud I'd be if you had become one. It could have been such a wonderful life. I could have been Mrs. Peterson, Mrs. Albert Peterson, Mrs. Phi Beta Kappa Peterson, the English teacher's wife.
Rose, I'll make a deal with you. Stay with me, help me get the money to pay Conrad's guarantee, and as soon as I'm out of the red, I'll dissolve the company and go back to the academic life.
Halbert, you're on.
Of course, it may take a while, but I'm sure that by 1973 or 74 at the latest. What's that?
Something that's gonna push up the date a few years. Pick a name.
Pick what name? What are you talking about?
All right, I'll do it for you. McAfee. Kim McAfee, age 15, president and recording secretary of the Conrad Birdie Fan Club, member 2748 of Sweet Apple, Ohio. Mary, would you get me Sweet Apple, Ohio? The number's capital 78820, and call me right back.
Now, wait a minute. What's going on here? Who's Kim whatever her name is?
Kim McAfee, Albert, is what's gonna send you back to college with the biggest hit song this business has ever seen. It's called One Last Kiss.
Never heard of it.
You haven't written it yet, but when you do, and when that one last kiss is from Conrad Birdie on his way into the big cold army for 2 long years, and is given to one of his fans chosen at random from 1,200,000 hysterical teenagers, it'll make Mr. Birdie the hottest soldier since Joan of Arc.
Rose, I'm beginning to see it. We cut the record here in New York.
Take the greasy bongo-playing car thief to Sweet Apple,
Let him kiss the kid.
and release the record. Albert, you'll have enough money to stay in college for the rest of your life.
Rose, it's wonderful. And I promise you, as soon as this thing is settled, it'll be just the two of us, Rose. In perfect bliss, I'll get a job teaching English and bliss. Kiss, that rhymes. I wonder if anyone's ever used it before. Oh, one last kiss. It gives so much bliss. What is your dentifrice? No, that's too clinical.
An English teacher, someday he may be an English teacher. Yes? Well, every phone in Sweet Apple can't be busy. What's going on there? Kim McAfee just got pinned by who? Never mind, Mary. Keep trying and call me right back. An English teacher's wife.
McAfee, what do you mean you're resigning from the fan club? I mean, just because Hugo Peabody gave you his pin does not mean you have to retire from all social life. Going steady is very important, but there are some things more important than very important. The Conrad Birdie fan club is one of them. I mean, do you realize what you'd be giving up, Kim?
I'm sorry, Ursula, but after all, I'm 15 years old, and I'm tired of Conrad Birdie. I'm tired of the pledge, and it's past me now.
You're giving up the pledge? And the scream? You mean when Conrad Birdie sings on live television, you're not going to go, oh, Kim.
Kim, dear, would you please get off the phone? I've got some calls to make. All right, Mother. I'm sorry, Ursula. I've got to hang up. But you'll explain everything to the other kids, won't you?
I suppose I'll have to. Kim, are you sure? I mean, after all. I mean, really, Kim. Are you absolutely sure?
Positive. I'm 15 years old. It's time I settled down. When you're a skinny child of 14, wired with braces from ear to ear, you doubt that you could ever be appealing. Then, hallelujah, you are 15 and the braces disappear, and your skin is smooth and clear, and you have that happy grown-up female feeling. How lovely to be a woman, the wait was well worthwhile. How lovely to wear mascara and smile, a woman smile. How lovely to have a figure that's round instead of flat. Whenever you hear boys whistle, you're what they're whistling at. It's wonderful to feel the way a woman feels. It gives you such a glow just to know you're wearing lipstick and heels. How lovely to be a woman and have one job to do, to pick out a boy and train him, and then when you are through, you've made him the man you want him to be. Life's lovely when you're a woman like me. It's wonderful to know the things a woman knows. How marvelous to wait for a date in simply beautiful clothes. How lovely to be a woman and change from boys to men, to go to a fancy nightclub and stay out after 10. Life's lovely when you're so grown up and free. Life's lovely when you're a woman like me. Kim, dear, there's a call for you. The operator said she's been trying to get through for nearly 3/4 of an hour. Thank you, Doris. I'll take it down there. She said it was long distance, and I can't imagine who... What did you say? I said thank you, Doris. There's no need to look so upset. It's modern to call your mother by her first name. It makes the mother and daughter more like pals. And your father? I'll call him Harry, naturally.
Sure.
By the way, I think Harry took the news about Hugo and I awfully well. Don't you, Doris? Yes, this is she. I'll wait. I don't know. Yesterday I was a mother, today I'm a pal. Are you sure you wouldn't like to call me Mom? That's modern. I'm sorry. But times are changing, and you've got to go along with them, or get left behind with the old folks.
I am not an old man. I was 18 in World War II.
Conrad Birdie is coming here to kiss me? Doris? Mother?
Mommy!
Oh, baby, what is it? What's wrong?
It's Conrad Birdie, Mommy. He's going to kiss me.
Oh, that's nice, dear. Now you just put your head on Mommy's shoulder.
Oh, no, you don't understand. It's Conrad Birdie, Mommy. He's coming to Sweet Apple to kiss me goodbye. Oh, Mommy! Mommy! Ah!
I never thought I'd say it, but God bless Conrad Birdie.
Hi, girls. Girls, what's the matter?
We're sad because Conrad Birdie's going into the army, and we'll be too old for him when he gets out.
Girls, I'm sure you still have a good few years left. Let me introduce myself. I'm Albert Peterson. Did I mention I'm Conrad's manager? Come on now, that's the way to be. Things can't be that black. Smile. Girls, this is an adult speaking, and I order you to smile. Please? Gray skies are gonna clear up. Put on a happy face. Brush off the clouds and cheer up. Put on a happy face. Take off the gloomy mask of tragedy. It's not your style. You'll look so good that you'll be glad you decided to smile. Pick out a pleasant outlook. Stick out that noble chin. Wipe off the full of doubt look. Slap on a happy grin. And spread sunshine all over the place. Just put on a happy face. Put on a happy face. Put on a happy face. And if you're feeling cross or bickerish, don't sit and whine. Think of banana splits and licorice and you'll feel fine. I knew a girl so gloomy, she never laughed or sing. She wouldn't listen to me, now she's a mean old thing. So spread sunshine all over the place. Just put on a happy face. Come on, girls. Let's pony, girls. That's it. Very nice. That's it. Okay. Isn't this fun? Come on, girls. Let's bring it home. down to track 12 if you want to see Conrad before he goes. Rosie, what are you doing?
Getting our things down to the station without any help from you, Albert.
I'm sorry, Rose. I don't suppose a generous tip would make things up.
Albert, just get your briefcase and go down to the station before any of those reporters talk to Conrad alone. You know what happened last time.
You hang on to it, Rose. I've got to wait for Mama.
Speaking of your mother, Albert, have you told her about dissolving Almelu?
I couldn't. Yesterday was the anniversary.
Of what?
Lou, 6 years ago, he was hit on 181st Broadway Street by a loaded beer truck.
Yoo-hoo!
Do you suppose that's Mama?
It's either her or the all clear.
Yoo-hoo! Sonny!
What's the matter, Mama?
Don't mind me, Sonny. I'm just a little faint from the subway.
Mama, I told you to take a taxi.
Taxi. What do I need with taxis? I'll leave the taxis for my successful son. A mother can ride crowded in a dirty subway full of foreign people who wouldn't give you a seat if your life depended on it. But what's the difference nowadays? A mother is lower than dirt anyways. Here's the money I saved from not taking a taxi. Buy some candy with it. Who's she?
Mama, you know Rose Alvarez from the office.
This is Rose Alvarez? Pretty little Rose Alvarez? Oh my God, Rose, what happened? You had a sudden shock or something?
Excuse me, Albert. I'll go see if Conrad's here.
By all means, Miss Alvarez. Oh, look at her, Sonny. How pretty she looks. It's a wonder to me some older man doesn't snatch her off. A personable matron with brains and a couple of dollars. What a catch you'd make for a convalescent. Goodbye, Rose.
Goodbye, May.
Call me Mrs. Peterson.
Mama, what I wanted to discuss with you is sort of about Rose. Maybe you'd better sit down.
Why, I know my Sonny. He loves his mama. He's not going to say anything that would break her heart. What about Rose?
Well, it's about Lou, too.
Lou! Where are you, Lou? Struck down by a beverage I consumed faithfully for 32 years. What about Lou?
Well, Mama, Rose thinks and I agreed that I should give up Alme, Lou. Mama, what's the matter?
Nothing's the matter. You killed me, that's all. Wait for me, Lou. I'm on my way up.
Mama, you don't understand. It's just that Rose thought, Mama, here's the money. Take a taxi home. The subways are too crowded.
Nothing's too crowded for a mother. I'll take the 4 train. That's the worst subway. On second thought, how far is it? Only 107 blocks. I'll walk.
Mama!
Goodbye, dear. Take care. Keep your money in the inside pocket. Wear your heavy coat. Be careful crossing the street. Wear your rubbers. And eat a hot lunch.
Albert, I thought you were gonna break it to her gently.
Well, as a matter of fact, Rose, I didn't tell her at all. I mean, she was so upset about my leaving, I thought I'd better wait.
You mean you didn't?
He's coming! He's coming! Conrad Birdie's coming!
Come on, Rosie. Conrad's coming, and we can't let him talk to our supporters alone.
But Albert, you promised
Later, Rosie. Conrad needs me. Later.
Hey, mind answering a couple questions for Conrad? So, how does he feel about going into the army?
How does he feel? You ask how he feels. He's much too shy to tell you, so I'll tell you how he feels. He feels brave and eager, strangely humble, proud to be a plain GI.
He will gladly face those bullets, for he's not afraid to die. For he's a man of standing, patriotic, laughing, normal American boy.
And that's why I volunteered for.
Volunteered, I thought he was drafted.
And he appealed 3 times.
Sing!
We love you, Conrad. Oh, yes, we do. We love you, Conrad, and we'll be true. When you're not near us, we're blue. Oh, Conrad, we love you.
Very nice.
Hey, what's the picture of the Hollywood starlet? Are the two engaged?
Is he engaged? Is Conrad engaged? There's absolutely nothing to the rumor he's engaged.
She's a real pal, like a sister, but it doesn't mean a thing. And the 18-karat diamond, it was just a friendship ring.
Then why was her husband so mad?
Sing.
We love you, Conrad, yes we do. We love you, Conrad, and we'll be true.
I'll never forget Conrad's first words when he heard he's been accepted into the armed forces. Say, Mr. Peterson, he cried eagerly. Do you suppose I can get assigned to the front line trenches? That way, I'll be sure to get me one of those dirty Jerrys.
Albert!
Or whoever's dirty this time.
Hey, Mr. Peterson, give us the real scoop. Is Conrad still drinking a lot?
Now listen here. That gossip must stop. He goes to church each Sunday and he doesn't touch a drop.
He's as decent as a minister. He's as sober as a judge. He subscribes to every charity, and his hobby's making fudge.
Is it true that you found Conrad in a reform school?
That is a lie. A lie through and through. I'll tell you where he came from. Here's the story, and it's true.
He was born in Indochina.
He was born in Old Virginia,
Son of missionaries there.
on a 1,000-acre farm,
Very poor and very hungry.
from a line of wealthy planters,
Full life to bear.
full of Gentile southern
Then
charm.
he drifted down to home.
Every evening by the river,
To a waterfront saloon.
in the moonlight they would cruise.
That is where I heard him sing.
That's where Conrad started singing.
Neath that dirty
Neath that
Hong Kong
sweet
moon.
plantation moon. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, forever waves of grain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, for He's a fine, upstanding, average, modest, patriotic, healthy, normal American boy.
Kim McAfee, welcome to Sweet Apple. Now, before we escort you to the town hall, where the mayor himself is waiting, I would like to introduce you to the girl upon whom you have chosen to bestow your final kiss upon, Kim McAfee, and who will now lead us in reciting the Conrad Birdie Pledge.
I,
First McAfee,
being of sound mind and body, do hereby promise to be loyal, courteous, steadfast, and true to Conrad Birdie and the United States of America, both indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Kim, before you go, could I talk to you for a minute?
Right now? I mean, couldn't it wait? I'm in an awful hurry.
I don't think so, Kim. It's important.
Hugo Peabody, what's so important? We need to talk to her right now.
What's so important? I'll tell you what's so important. The day after I give her my pen, she goes around and kisses someone else. That's what's so important. I want you to know that I already had several headaches and a nosebleed.
But Hugo, I believe you're actually jealous of Conrad Birdie.
Me? Jealous? I'm the opposite of jealous. I'm very jealous. I have every right to be. Kim's my steady.
That's just it, Hugo. I'm your steady. Oh, I may admire Conrad Birdie as one admires a far distant, unattainable ideal. But I'm pinned to you, Hugo, and I don't care how common and ordinary you are. That's how I'm going to stay.
You're not just saying that to make me feel better?
I mean every word of it. Conrad Birdie's just a fling. A steady is forever. Boy, one special boy, one boy to walk with, to talk with, and go with. One boy, that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. One boy, one certain boy,
I feel so much better now. All thoughts of a nosebleed have utterly vanished.
Conrad Birdie may be a great public figure, but he doesn't make me all dizzy and faint when I think of him. Only my steady does that. Why, even when I say his name, I don't feel a thing. Listen. Conrad Birdie. Conrad Birdie. Conrad Birdie. One boy, one steady boy, one boy to be with forever and ever. One boy, that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. That's the way it should be.
The boy she loves is a boy who makes her dizzy and almost faint. And you heard her, that boy is me.
Gotta be sincere.
Hello, what happened?
You gotta be sincere.
Mr. Birdie, what are you doing?
You gotta feel it here. Cause if you feel it here, well then you're gonna be honestly sincere. If what you feel is true, really feel it you, make them feel it too. Write the star now, you gotta be sincere, honestly sincere. Man, you gotta be sincere. If you're really sincere, if you're really sincere, if you feel it in here, then it's gotta be right, oh baby. Oh honey, hug me, suffer. In everything I do, my sincerity shows through. I looked you in the eye, don't even have to try, it's automatic, I'm sincere. When I sing about a tree, I really feel that tree. When I sing about a girl, I really feel that girl. I mean, I really feel sincere. If you're really sincere, if you're really sincere, if you feel it in here, then it's gotta be right, oh baby. Oh honey, hug me, suffer. You gotta be sincere, oh oh, you gotta feel it here. Oh my baby, oh my baby, oh yeah. Oh, my baby, oh, yeah. Well, you gotta be sincere, well, you gotta be sincere.
Well, you gotta be sincere, you gotta be sincere. Well, you gotta be sincere, you gotta be sincere. Oh, my baby, oh, yeah. Oh, my baby, oh, yeah. Well, you gotta be sincere, you gotta be sincere. Oh, my baby, oh, yeah. Oh, my baby, oh, yeah. Oh, my baby, oh, yeah. Oh, my baby. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Daddy, I wish you'd hurry. I want to have all this mess cleared by the time Conrad comes down.
This mess, as you call it, Kim, happens to be my breakfast, and I intend to enjoy it.
Your father has the right to enjoy his eggs, Kim. But I'm sure he won't mind if we just quietly start clearing away some of these other things. I know the house is a bit hectic tonight, but Kim's gone to a lot of trouble to fix a special breakfast for Mr. Birdie, and I want to make sure everything's ready and waiting for him when he comes down. After all, he is a national figure, and I want to show those New York people we know how to treat a national figure here in Sweet Apple. Of course, it doesn't mean that much to me personally, but for Kim's sake. There we are, all done. Did you enjoy it, dear? Good. Now, if you'll just hurry along.
Doris, I'm not budging from this room till I get my coffee, smoke a cigarette, and read the paper.
Oh, I'm sorry, dear. We didn't have time to make your coffee this morning. How about a nice, warm 7-Up?
Morning, Pa. Here's your paper. Hope you don't mind to cut out a few stories about Conrad.
I have tried to run this house on a democratic basis. I've extended the privilege of self-determination to both the woman I have married and the children I have sired. The vote has been denied to no one for reasons of age, sex, or political affiliations. There has been no taxation without representation, and open covenants have been openly arrived at. Last night, I gave up my room to a guest who repeatedly referred to me as Fats. Telephone calls were made to New York, Chicago, Fairbanks, Alaska, and Hong Kong. I slept in a camp cot with my feet in the fireplace and my head in an ashtray. Outside my window, 3 harpies shrieked, "We love you, Conrad," 4,723 times, and I have just lost 2 fried eggs. That's it. Democracy is over, Parliament has been dissolved, the Magna Carta is revoked, and Nero is back in town. And you do not offer an emperor a warm 7-Up.
Oh, Mr. McAfee, I hope you won't mind keeping off the phone for a few minutes. We're expecting a long-distance call from New York.
Perfectly all right. I guess I'll just go out and burn Rome.
Mother, what's wrong? Oh, nothing, dear. Your father's just excited about Conrad's being here, that's all.
He's coming! He's coming!
He's coming, Mother. I'll get the eggs. You call the kids. Girls, he's coming. You'd better hurry if you want to watch him eat. Here we are, Kim.
I'm sorry, Doris. We just had to come. We'll stand back here.
Here he is!
18.
But Daddy, not in front of everybody.
I don't care who's here. No ill-mannered lout is going to.
Tell him, Pop.
You shut up.
Harry, you have no right to say that. The boy is our guest
This is my house, and until you're 18...
But Daddy.
I said shut up until you're 18.
But Daddy.
Will you leave me alone?
Mr. and Mrs. McAfee, Kim, Randolph, is this the way you want 75 million Americans to see you?
What are you talking about?
You're all going to be on television with Conrad.
On television?
I just got the confirmation from New York, from Ed Sullivan himself.
You mean we're gonna be on the Sullivan Show? The Ed Sullivan Show?
That's right. They're going to cut in on Sweet Apple this Sunday night at 8:05. That's why I beg you to put aside all petty differences. To that great audience out there, you're an American dream come true. And for the free world's sake, Mr. McAfee, don't destroy that dream.
Me. On the Ed Sullivan Show. Ed Sullivan. Me, Harry McAfee, appearing with Ed Sullivan. Ed Sullivan. Ed Sullivan. Job and now this. Someday we'll recall the greatest day of all. Ed, I love you.
What do you think?
It looks great, Rose. Now, there's something I want to talk to you about.
Of course, it's been used as a movie house for the past 30 years, but I think it'll be great for the TV show.
It'll be swell. Now, what I wanted to say was...
They're shipping down cameras and lights today, and whatever costumes we need...
Rose, I'm sure everything will be perfect. Now, if you'll just forget about the Sullivan Show for one moment and come into my office, there's something important I want to tell you. About you and I, Rose.
You and me, English teacher.
Rose, I'm serious. I want to tell you that I'm very glad that you and me are out here together. Being away from New York, Rose, has made me see all kinds of things in a different light. That's why I want to let you know that I told Mama no matter what happened, I've decided to give up Al Melu.
Oh, Albert!
Yes, I did, Rose. I wrote her the day we left, which gives us 3 nights and 3 days for her to get in touch with me. And so far, not a word. If you ask me, she's accepted the whole thing by now.
3 days and 3 nights on a trailway bus. But what's the difference? I'm only a mother, and for a mother, a trailways bus is good enough.
Mama, what are you doing here?
Did you really think I wouldn't come? A mother gets a letter, obviously written under the influence of drugs, and she should stay at home? Pay no attention. It's only a mother's tears. Dear Mama, this is to let you know that Al May Lewis is all. mother. And don't hire a limousine to get me to the final resting place. I'll walk.
Mama.
And tell that Spanish friend of yours I forgive her. She knoweth not what she done it.
Mama, Rose is right here.
This is Rose? Oh my God, she looks like Margot when they took her out of Shangri-La. For her own sake, send her back to Tibet. And if it's a secretary you're worried about, it just so happens I met a perfect secretary on the bus. A wonderful, refined girl on her way to Akron. Only I persuaded her to get off here. Albert, say hello to Gloria Rasputin.
Hi, Al. Hey, you're cute.
But Mama, I don't need a secretary. I have Rosie.
What does Rosie need a job for in a year or two she'll be getting Social Security?
Well, listen, I don't just type.
You do other things?
I tap dance. I figured I could help you with the secretary stuff, and you could help me get into show business. Hold this, honey. May, can you hum Suwannee River?
It's my favorite selection.
Get a load of this, Al. Well, do I get the job?
Bravo, bravo!
Well, you certainly have wonderful qualifications, but I'm used to working with Miss Alvarez. However, as you say, Mama, we are faced with a certain amount of extra work and... do you have to stay down there?
Only for a few minutes. May, give me a hand, will you? Al, you push from the other side. Easy now.
Anyways, for the movies, they can always cut away while they jack her up. Albert, why don't you take Gloria someplace and see how fast she hikes?
Well, I do have all these releases to get out, and Gloria could do them. Unless it makes any difference to you, Rosie.
Why should it make any difference to me?
Atta-go, Rosie. You just keep working, and I'll go along with Miss Rasputin.
I'll go get you guys a typewriter.
Do you use the touch system?
Whenever possible.
I could kill him. I could just kill him.
Excuse me, Miss Alvarez, but I'm looking for Kim McAfee. I just wanted to tell her that she is not to kiss Conrad Birdie on that Sullivan show tonight, because if she does, I'll... Miss Alvarez, is anything wrong? It's me, Hugo Peabody. Miss Alvarez, can I do anything for you, Miss Alvarez?
Yes, Hugo, I think you can.
So remember, your surest way to the best in color slides is to insist on the new Kodak. And now, the young man you've all been waiting to see. As you know, in just about 14 hours, one of show business's brightest talents is going off to play a very special engagement. And tonight, before he goes, he wants to leave a certain lucky young lady with one last kiss. Ladies and gentlemen, we take you to Sweet Apple, Ohio, where a typical American family, Mr. and Mrs. Harry McAfee, and their children, Randolph and Kim, are gathered to bid farewell to a typical American soldier, Conrad Birdie.
Where's Ed?
Oh, one last kiss, oh, give me one last kiss. It never felt like this, no, never felt like this. You know I need your love. Oh, 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 give me one last kiss. Oh, one more time, oh baby, one more time. It really is sublime, oh honey, so sublime. You know I need your love. Oh, 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 give me one last kiss. Baby, give me one last kiss. Baby, give me one last kiss. Oh, one last kiss. Oh, give me one last kiss. It never felt like this. No, never felt like this. You know I need your love. Oh, 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 give me one last kiss. Oh, one last kiss. Oh, give me one last kiss. It never felt like this. No, never felt like this. You know I need your love. Oh, 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 give me one last kiss. Oh, one more time. Oh, baby, one more time. It really is sublime. Oh, honey, so sublime. You know I need your love. Oh, 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 give me one last kiss. Baby, give me one last kiss. Baby, give me one last kiss. Oh, one last kiss. Oh, give me one last kiss. It never felt like this. No, never felt like this. You know I need your love. Oh, 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 give me one last kiss. One last kiss. One last kiss. Oh, give me one last kiss. One last kiss. One last kiss. Oh, give me one last.
Brace yourself, chick.
Brace yourself, Conrad Birdie.
Hugo! You hit him!
He deserved it. He was a thief of love.
Hugo Peabody, I never want to speak to you again!
I demand to know who's responsible for this. Who let that kid in here?
I did, Albert.
Rosie!
Consider it a farewell present to you as Miss Rasputin. Wear it in good health.
Rosie, come back. You can't leave me here alone.
You're not alone, Albert. You're on television.
For he's a fine, upstanding, patriotic, healthy, normal American boy. For he's a fine, upstanding, patriotic, healthy, normal American. Come on.
8 years, that's how long I wasted on him. That's all, I'm through. Albert dear, to put it sweetly, to hell with you. That's right, to hell with you. From now on, it's just going to be me, Rosie, on the town, singing, dancing, having a ball, making up for 8 years of being in love with the mama-clutching, aspirin-splitting, 6-foot tower of Jell-O. What did I ever see in him? How could I ever get involved that way? Now that it's over, I can smile and say, what did I ever see in him? Boy, I was way out on a limb. Now that I'm safely on the ground again, now that my senses have been found again, what did I ever see in him? Is he tender? No, he's not. Is he thoughtful? No, he's not. Am I crazy? What's he got that I found so damn appealing? What did he ever do for me? Well, to be honest, he was sometimes nice, but God, it wasn't worth that awful price. It was rough from the start. Broken days, broken nails, broken heart. What did I ever? How did I ever? Why did I ever?
Don't be upset, Miss Alvarez. All men can't be like that.
Every one of them, except Albert Schweitzer, and I'm not his type. They're all the same, from puberty to senility, from Arnold to Mussolini.
I never understood why Ingrid Bergman married him in the first place.
Egotistical, selfish human beasts.
Then what are we poor women to do, Miss Alvarez?
Use them. Let them be our playthings. While we live, sip from the cup of life, mix our potions full strong and drain it to the dregs. How do you like them apples, Mr. Peterson? Do we need them? No, we don't. Do we want them? No, we don't. Will we leave them? No, we won't. What did I say that for? What did we ever see in them? How could we ever think that they were nice? Take it from us, we pay the awful price. It was rough from the start. Broken days, broken nails, broken heart. What did I ever see?
Hugo F. Peabody.
Huh?
Hugo, what did I ever see in him? Why, he's as bad as Mr. Peterson, if not worse. Miss Alvarez, I'm coming with you.
Kim, don't be ridiculous. You're only 15.
Juliet was 14 when she left home.
And look what happened to her. Kim, look, why don't you get some milk and cookies and go to bed like
It's too late for cookies, Miss Alvarez. I want to live. We'll drain the dregs together. We can help each other with our potions.
For the last time, Albert, I'm okay, and I don't feel like getting into bed. Now leave me alone.
Be reasonable, Conrad. You've just had a severe shock, and the best thing to do is get upstairs and... Aha! There she is. The traitor that stabbed me in the heart when my back was turned.
Get out of my way, Albert.
Be careful, Sonny. She may be armed.
I can handle her, Mama. You go upstairs with Conrad and see that he gets to bed.
Wait for me, Conrad. I'll make you a nice hot cup of caramelized.
Albert, for the last time, get out of my way. I'm going out on the town tonight, and I don't want to waste another minute.
Not until I've had my say, Rose. I just want to let you know that thanks to Mama's quick thinking, the kiss will take place after all. Tomorrow morning at the railroad station just before Conrad leaves. So it looks like you failed, Rose. As anyone must fail who tries to buck Al Peterson, one of the giants, one of the titans, one of the King Kongs of the music industry.
What did I ever see in him? How could I ever think that he was nice? Take it from me, I paid the awful price. It was rough from the start. Broken days, broken nails, broken heart.
An empire builder, a colossus.
Get out of my way, you defrocked English teacher. What did I ever see in him?
Rosie, come back. Do you hear me? This is King Kong calling. Rosie, come back. I need you. And I don't care how you plead and beg, Miss Alvarez. You're through here, Almelu. Not only do I accept your resignation, but furthermore, you're fired. And just remember one thing. Sticks and stones will break my bones, but names will never harm me. You big rat. Sorry to have done that in front of you folks, but I've had to let Miss Alvarez go. I'll get that.
Probably Hong Kong again.
Hello, this is Albert J. Peterson. I'm sorry, Mr. Lewis, but Rose Alvarez is no longer with us.
Wait for me, Miss Alvarez. I'm coming.
And where do you think you're going, young lady?
With Rosie, to drain deep the dregs and sip full-hearty the brimming cup, to live.
Upstairs.
Daddy.
Upstairs. Do you hear me? I said upstairs.
Miss Alvarez was right. You're all the same from puberty to Mussolini.
What's that? You dare say puberty in front of your own father, not to mention Mussolini? Of course, we failed as parents. I never asked much from my children. Just respect. That's all. Respect. Just a little respect. And did I get respect? No. I got no respect.
I respect you, Pa.
I don't want your respect. You're a child. What good's respect from a child? Doris, take me upstairs. I'm not a well man. Certain words I didn't want to hear in this house. Puberty was first, and Mussolini was the second, and respect was the third.
Now, Mr. Lewis, no 3-cent reporter can bulldoze me. I happen to be Albert J. Peterson, and you can print that on whatever cheap paper you happen to represent. It's not a paper. It's a magazine. It's not Mr. Lewis. It's Mr. Luce. Rosie, I need you.
Sunny boy, where are you going?
Nowhere, Mama. Just out. It's a bit stuffy in here, so I thought, let's look for Rosie, Mama. I love her and want her back.
Oh, is that all? I thought it was something serious. By all means, Albert, go find your lady of Spain and bring her back here. Just make sure when you get back to check the kitchen, take my head out of the oven, and turn off the gas.
Mama!
It's a strange house. I don't want to run up a bill.
Mama, I've had enough of this. If you really loved me, you'd help me find Conrad before it's too late. Don't you realize what's happened? The poor girl's gone off on her own to make up for all the years she's wasted on me. Who knows what low dive she's in right now?
Oh, Sonny, you're right. I'll help you find her. Except, maybe I better give you a message from Conrad first.
What message?
Nothing to worry about, dear. He just says he's going out tonight and he doesn't think he'll make it in time to kiss Kim tomorrow.
Mama, why didn't you tell me this before?
I tried to, but someone kept bringing up a certain party from south of the border.
I don't know what the matter with him is. He knows how much this means to me. Conrad. Conrad!
Take it easy, I'm coming. And before you start hollering, Albert, I want you to know that I've made up my mind. I'm tired of waking up at 9 every morning, having people watch me while I eat, having kids poke me in the eye. I want to go out, have some fun, meet a couple of young chicks. Don't you understand, Albert? I am tense.
Mama, don't just stand there. Do something.
Hey, Conrad, have you ever thought in terms of a more mature woman?
Man, I hope I never get that tense. Now listen up, buddy boy. This is my last free night before I go into the army, and I'm going out.
You can't go without my permission. It says so in your contract. Mama, get the contract that's in my... Never mind. I'll get it myself. Conrad, you stay right here.
There are chicks just ripe for some kissing, and I mean to kiss me a few. Man, those chicks don't know what they're missing. I've got a lot of living to do. Sizzling steaks, all ready for tasting, and there's Cadillacs, all shiny and new. Gotta move, 'cause time is a-wasting. There's such a lot of living to do.
There are men of 19 or 20 who are suave and true.
There's music to play, places to go, people to see. Everything for you and me. Hey, you kids live around here, don't you?
Yes, Mr. Birdie?
What's the lowdown on this town?
Sweet Apple, Ohio was founded in 1852 by Jeremiah.
No, I mean, what do you guys do around here for fun? Where do you go to have a ball?
Well, there's the church basement, the sweet shop, and the older kids go to the ice house.
The ice house? What's there?
I don't know. Nice, I guess.
It just so happens, Mr. Birdie, that the ice house is where people go when they want to be alone.
Hey, ain't you the chick I was supposed to kiss?
I am not a chick. I am a fully grown woman, and I insist on being treated as such. As a matter of fact, that's why I'm leaving home.
Now you're talking. Come on, let's move. We got things to do. Crazy clothes and motorboat races. Someone nice to cuddle up to. Rolling lights and wide open spaces. There's such a lot of living to do. Lots of dates and no one to scold you. Loop-the-loo and laugh at the view. Moonlight swims and someone to hold you. We got a lot of living to do. There's There's music to play, places to go, people to see. Everything for you and me. Life's a ball. Places to go, people to see. Everything for you and me. Life's a
Kim, come back, Kim. Oh, Kim. Oh, Hugo, have you seen Kim?
Don't ask me. Ask Conrad Birdie.
What are you talking about?
They're out together having moonlight swims and motorboat races and loop-de-loop. I'm going to do the only sensible thing. Drink myself to death.
Moonlight swims, motorboat races, loop-the-loop. Doris, get my gun.
Mr. McAfee, you haven't seen Conrad, have you?
No, but I intend to see him, Mr. Peterson. So if you have a message, I'll be glad to deliver it right after I shoot him.
Shoot him? Rosie, I've got to find Rosie.
Dear, what are you talking about? You know you don't have a gun?
There's the Daisy air rifle in the garage.
It's mine, Pa.
Shut up. I wonder if they sell BBs this late.
Anyway, it's broken, dear.
Then get me anything. Don't just stand there. My daughter's run off to loop the loop with someone. Get me a water gun. Kids, I don't know what's wrong with these kids today. Kids who can understand anything they say. Kids, they are disobedient, disrespectful oafs. Noisy, crazy, sloppy, lazy loafers. And while we're on the subject, kids, you can talk and talk till your face is blue. Kids, but they still do just what they want to do. Why can't they be like we were, perfect in every way? What's the matter with kids today? Kids, I don't mind the moonlight swims. It's the loop that hurts. Kids, why don't they lower the draft age to about 11? Kids, know what puberty was till I almost passed it. Kids, just impossible to control. Kids with their awful clothes and their rock and roll. Why can't they dance like we did? What's wrong with Sammy K?
Hey, Pop, here's my slingshot.
A slingshot? What good's what's the matter with kids today?
I'll have a double rocks on the scotch and put some rocks in it this time. Can you make me a vodka malted?
How old are you?
32.
Get out.
How about a beer?
Beat it.
Just let me sit here with an empty glass in front of me.
Out.
I demand to see the manager. Where's Maud?
I'm Maud. Charles F. Maud. And if you're not out of here in a minute, I'll take you by the scruff of the neck and throw you out of here.
Okay, I'm going. This is the last time I do my drink in this establishment.
Double bourbon, scotch on the side, no ice, and a cherry in it. In fact, make that 2 cherries. And bring on the dancing boys. Alvarez is the name, but I want you to call me Spanish Rose.
Spanish Rose?
See.
Get out.
Now, wait a minute. You can't kick me out. I am an American citizen, and it is my constitutional right to have a drink here if I so choose, or get loaded here if I so choose, or do any manner of wild and trashy things here if I so choose. This is Spanish Rose's coming out party, and when I say coming out, I mean coming out. I'm just a Spanish tamale, according to May. Right off the boats from the tropics far, far away. Which is kind of funny, since where I come from is Allentown, PA. Spanish. Okay, May, I'll be Spanish. Right after I've married Alberto. I'll be the toast of Chichi Castanengo, and all day long my castanets will click. I'll hide behind my fan and do the tango. I'll be so Spanish it will make you sick. I'll eat the tacos and the enchiladas. I'll drink tequila till I feel no pain. The only song I sing will be Granada. I'll be more Espanol than Abbey Lane. Cuckoo. La cuca. Racha. So call me the wild Spanish rose, the craziest flower that grows. I'll kick up my heels and see how it feels to be sultry Spanish rose. Olé! Behind my mantilla I'll pose, the beauty that nobody knows. So regal and cruel, exciting and new, that's me, Spanish Rose. My name is Rosita Hernandez. You buy my tortilla? You like me? Yes? No? Maybe? Yaje. Americano, let me give you a bit of advice. To cross Spanish Rose isn't wise. Your match you have found, so don't mess around. Her heart, she is cold like ice. With Albert, I will dance to the bolero. We'll cha-cha in the nicest honky-tonks. He'll wear a little mustache and sombrero. My handsome Latin lover from the Bronx. So, now that you've met Spanish Rose, you'll never forget Spanish Rose. She'll taunt you, she'll tame you, but one man could blame you for worshiping Spanish Rose. English, not Swedish, not Yiddish, but Spanish.
Hello, this is Albert J. Peterson. Is Rose Alvarez there?
Who?
Rose Alvarez. In fact, I think that's her voice I hear. Would you put her on, please?
Hold the wire. Hey, Fidel Castro. Guy named Peterson wants to talk to you.
Tell that Weasley little rat I'm not here.
That proves she's there. Who else would know I'm a Weasley little rat? Rose, I've got to talk to you. It's about Conrad.
And furthermore, even if I were this Rose, which I am not, the only thing that would certainly make me hang up is any mention of anyone named Conrad.
Rose, please don't hang up. We can talk about anything you want. You, me, I, anything. Oh, Rose, please. Talk to me, baby, won't you talk to me? I don't care what you say, baby, talk to me. Must you be oh so far away from me? It seems all wrong this way, talk to me. And if you miss me, tell me so. Are you lonely? Tell me so. Say you love me. Tell me so, honey. Honey, let me know. Talk to me till I press you close to me. Then you'll see we won't have to talk at all. So far away from me. I don't care what you say. Talk to me. And if you miss me, are you lonely? Say you love me. Tell me so, honey. Honey, let me know. Talk to me till I press you close to me. Then you'll see we won't have to talk at all. Till I press you close to me. Then you'll see we won't have to talk at all. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Rose? Rose, are you alone?
I'm not alone, Albert. I'm with friends. See you later, boys.
See you later, boys. Rose, you've got to help me find Conrad. Rosie. Rose.
Miss Alvarez, can you go back in there and get me some great alcohol to go?
Not for $1 million.
My world is collapsing before me. Kim's run off with Conrad to the ice house.
Kim and Conrad? Albert, I've got to phone Albert. Hugo, you stay right there.
Here it is. Maud's roadside retreat. I'm coming, Rosie. Hurry, Mama.
I don't see why I have to go running around looking for someone if you're better off not to find in the first place. If you listen to me, Sonny, you'll
told you I'm not going home till I find Rosie. Now, if you want to leave, that's okay with me. In fact, it's not a bad idea. Mama, why don't you go home?
What did you say, sweetheart, darling?
I said, why don't you go home, Mama?
Do you mind repeating that once more, sunshine of my existence?
I said, go home, Mama. I don't need you anymore.
So, it's come at last. At last it's come. The day I knew would come at last has come. At last. My sonny boy doesn't need me any longer. So, what are you waiting for? Get rid of me. Just throw me out with the garbage. Just put me away with the loose grapefruit and the empty cans from the bumblebee salmon. And never mind putting a lid on it. No, keep it open. So 100,000 pussycats can walk all over a mother. And by the way, sweetheart, darling, I've got good news for you. I got the report back from the hospital. It's absolutely definite. I've got a condition. Never mind what kind of a condition. It's a condition. And the one thing doctors can't cure is a condition. But I don't want you to worry. Fancy funerals are for rich people. I don't want you to spend a cent. Just wait till Mother's Day, wrap me in a flag, and dump me in the river. Well, I feel so much better now. Everything is as it should be. A mother is lying on top of a sanitation truck, bound for the city dump. And her son is running around Toulouse with a Mexicali rose who came for the fruit-picking season and saved to ruin a poor American woman's life.
Are you finished, Mama?
Yes, sonny boy.
Good night, Mama.
You're just like your father. You'll marry anything. Good night, sonny boy.
My name is not Sunny Boy.
Good night. Albert!
Mr. Peterson, have you seen Conrad and Kim?
Ah, Mr. McAfee, a great pleasure to see you again. Unfortunately, I must tell you that Conrad's affairs no longer interest me. I'm here now looking for Miss Alvarez now to tell her... Conrad and Kim?
They run off together.
And if we don't find them soon, Mr. Peterson, I intend to call the FBI. Who's the head of that now, dear? Is it Peter Lawford yet?
I'm sure there's nothing to worry about.
Mr. Peterson!
Harry, Doris, have either of you seen Ursula?
Ursula?
Is she missing too?
Since 10 o'clock, I've looked everywhere.
Mr. Peterson!
McAfee, you haven't seen my Harvey, have you? Or Roger and Phyllis?
They're probably all down at the drugstore. Maybe having one of these gang wars.
Gang wars?
Kids, they're so ridiculous and so immature. I don't see why anybody wants them.
Just you wait and
Kids,
see.
they're just impossible to
Soon
control.
you'll be old enough to
Kids, with their awful clothes and their rock and
another
roll.
teenage delinquent.
Why can't they be like you? Perfect in every way. What's the matter with kids? Too? Kids.
What's the matter with kids?
With kids.
What's the matter with kids? Too?
Hi, everybody. Good old Hugo here. Looped
Hugo Peabody, what have you been drinking?
milk, but it worked. Anyways, I've got every right to be drunk. My girls run off with Conrad
To the movies! Great double bill tonight. Flying down to Rio and Greed. Gosh, I'll always remember that great cast. Dolores Del Rio.
And Jean Raymond.
And what a score!
I'd forgotten that.
Hey, Rio, flying down to... Rose, where have you been? I've been looking for you all night. Rose, I have some good news. I did it. I sent Mama home, and I'm a new man, Rose. A world leader.
Halbert, Conrad and Kim have gone to the ice house.
The ice house?
The ice house? Doris, call the mounted police. Call Mr. Keene, tracer of the lost persons. Call the shadow. Look him up under the Lamont grandstand.
Well, here we are, Conrad. This is the ice house. Fun, isn't it? Of course, when you've been here as many times as I have, I've been here with just everybody. Ursula, Deborah Sue, the Girl Scouts. Conrad, you seem a bit nervous. Maybe a drag on a weed would relax you? Or how about one of those reefers I've read so much about? I'm 27 or 28. Just because you're a few years younger than I am, I hope that doesn't make you feel uncomfortable. You know, I even know some of the words. I know the score. Connubian, premarial, jailbait.
Oh, there you are! Oh, Seth, you had fun! We've been looking for you everywhere!
That's nice. Now, out of my way. I'm Louis.
But you don't understand! You said it yourself! We've got a lot of living to do!
Now, wait a minute.
We'll never go home again! We'll follow you to the ends of the earth!
Oh, I swear it was fun about raising!
Let's the little...
Yeah! Surely none of that stuff is as fun as I made it out to be.
We can start right now! Let's have an orgy!
Yeah!
What's going on here? Conrad? Conrad!
Mr. Brave Room, arrest this man. Well, now, what do you have to say, Mr. Birdie?
Thank God you've come.
Hi, everybody. Little Hugo here.
Hugo, thank God you've come. I can't tell you what humiliation I've been made to suffer.
That's all I need to hear. Take him away.
Mr. McAfee! Mr. McAfee! Mr. McAfee, I demand you release that boy. Do you hear me, Mr. McAfee? This is Albert Peterson calling.
Albert, it's no use. Look, why don't you go down to the house and I'll go down to the courthouse and try talking to the mayor.
Rose, I guess you didn't understand what I said before. This is the new Albert.
But Albert...
Don't but Albert me, Rose. You are merely woman. I am man. Woman's job is to obey and keep the house clean and speak only when she's spake to. And my first command, woman, is for you to bring our bags and be down at the station by 6:30 tomorrow morning when I intend her to beat her with Conrad. And I further command you to bring whatever legal documents are necessary because I intend making you Mrs. Albert Peterson by 2400 hours tomorrow. Roger, over and out. Rose, did I mention I loved you?
Not yet, Albert.
Well, I do. Conrad!
It's going to be such a wonderful life. I'm gonna be Mrs. Peterson. This is Albert Peterson. Mrs. Phi Beta Kappa Peterson. Oh, Rosie, nothing can stop you now.
Hello, Rose.
Hello, May.
So, we're alone at last. Have you a minute to spare for a heart-to-heart with an old friend?
I'll always have time to talk to the woman who by tomorrow evening I'll be able to call.
Oh, don't say
I'll
it.
be able to call Mother.
Cruelest words I've ever heard. To think I'd live to see the day and have relatives in El Salvador.
Not to mention Guatemala, Brazil, Uruguay, Chile, and Chichicastenango. And as soon as Albert and I are married, I'm going to stick a rose in my teeth, sit in front of my adobe hut on Central Park West, and sell tortillas. Adios, Mama.
Adios, Rosita.
Call me Mrs. Peterson.
Come on. Now, Albert. Shut up and get on the train. It took me every cent I had to bail you out, and I don't want you seen till we're out of the state. Now listen up, buddy boy. You saved my life, and whether you pay me no guarantee or not, you get a contract with me for life. Conrad, what are you saying? I got a blank piece of paper with my name on it. Just fill in whatever you want.
Hello, Albert.
Mama?
Oh my God, Rose, you actually look good for a change. Don't worry, I know all about you two. I won't make a fuss. I'll do what any intelligent mother would do. Goodbye, dear. Don't worry about the coat. You'll have 3 mixed doughs as soon as the train passes over me.
Mama, get up and get on the train. I don't have any time for nonsense right now.
Just a moment, Mr. Peterson. I demand to know what you've done with Conrad Birdie. He's not in that jail.
How should I know? I haven't seen him since last night. I'm here to say goodbye to Rosie.
Mr. Peterson.
Now, dear, there's no need to get all excited. After all, there was no real harm done. As a matter of fact, the sweetest thing happened. Kim and Hugo are back together, and he proposed to her this morning. She said yes. Dear, what's wrong?
Nothing. My life is over now. Sell the house and put me in a home.
Albert, the train's here. Come on.
Albert! Albert!
Albert, don't leave me.
Well, here I am, Albert. 6:30 on the button. Where's the train?
I left at 6:25.
But Albert, you told me to be here at...
With Conrad.
At 6:30, I know, because...
And Mama.
Albert, you wanted us to miss that train.
It stands to reason, Rose. Why get on a train to New York when we've got tickets to Pumpkin Falls, Iowa?
What's in Pumpkin Falls, Iowa?
An opening in the teaching staff of Pumpkin Falls Junior High School. I read about it in the morning papers. They want someone who can teach English and domestic science. And I hope you brought your documents, Rose, because they prefer the applicant to be married.
Oh, Albert!
Rose, did anyone ever mention that's the most beautiful name in the world? I was never crazy for flowers. I confess that nothing left me colder. I could watch a daisy for hours, and all I feel was several hours older. Lilacs and lilies, any bloom you please. All that they did was make me shrug or sneeze. But now I love each blossom that I see. For a lovely little rose loves me. Now my life is rosy, since I found my Rosie. With a girl like Rosie, how could I be blue? Hand in hand we'll mosey, me and little Rosie. We will be so cozy by a fire built for two. Oh, I once heard a poem that goes, a rose is a rose is a rose. Well, I don't agree. Take it from me, there's one rose sweeter than any that grows, and that's my Rosie. I'm so glad she chose me. Life is one sweet, beautiful song to me. Now my life is rosy,
happy I know.
Since I found my Rosie. With a girl like Rosie, how could I be blue?
Oh, we'll have us a home out west, a nice little split level nest, and in every room, roses will bloom.
But there's one rose sweeter than all of the rest, and that's my Rosie. I'm so glad you chose me.